If your business shuts down tomorrow, what do you have left? Your company, your logo, your office, everything that you have, all gone. How relevant would you be in this space? I've seen people who have started from scratch, who have ventured into new businesses, who have pivoted, but they're still able to sustain themselves and be relevant. Why? Because they have a good and strong personal brand. So, your personal brand is not a nice to have. It's not one of those things where you just do to tick the box. Personal brand is actually very important, and if done properly, is one of those things that will help you scale your brand or move you to the next level of your business. And in this video, I'm going to show you why it is actually that important and how you can go about creating a strong or maintaining a personal brand that actually moves the needle for your business. Before we get into it, for those who don't know, I'm Charles, creative director and digital strategist at Digital Junkie. And on this channel, we'll talk about digital strategy, we'll talk about digital tools, businesses, productivity, and everything that actually helps you grow online in the digital space. And if that's relevant to you, please subscribe and stay with me. So let's get into it. Before we go any further, let me draw a distinction I think is really important, because I have observed that quite a number of people confuse your personal brand and your business brand. So your business brand is what actually belongs to your business. So the logos, the name, the assets, whatever, they are particular to one business, particular to that business. But you see, your personal brand, that belongs to your entity, that belongs to you as a person, and that basically goes with you wherever you go. So it means if you wake up tomorrow and you decide to go into another business or go into another venture, your personal brand can go with you. I've seen quite a number of people who have started new businesses and they do really, really well because they have built a strong personal brand with it. Picture someone like Elon Musk. If Elon Musk wakes up tomorrow and says, oh, he wants to start a new business, or Tony Elumelu or Aliko Dangote, best believe their new business is still going to do well. And that's because they have a strong personal brand to back it up. Here's something I actually strongly believe. The reason that people buy from people is not just because of the great value or great service, because honestly, whatever it is that you think you're doing, there is someone out there who is doing it way better than you, most times even cheaper than you are, and with better efficiency and all that. But a lot of times people buy because of the personal connection that they have with the brand, or they have with the business or your service. They buy because of your stories. They buy because of the connection that they have with you. I want you to think about the last time that you had to patronize somebody, the last time you had to reach out to someone for a service, or did you use someone you were familiar with, someone that you had a connection with, or you just randomly picked someone out of the blues. I'm sure you definitely prefer working with someone who you were more familiar with, whom you had seen their content, or you know how they think, you know what their principles are, you know what their values are. That feeling is personal brand at work, and if you do yours right, you will create that feeling at scale as well. Even if the people have never met you before, they just come in contact with your work. Because you have a good personal brand that they can resonate with, they'll be willing to work with you. So let's talk about the 3 pillars of personal brands that actually work. Number 1 is clarity. Number 2 is consistency. Number 3 is authenticity. So, clarity. Clarity means the conciseness, how clear you are, how important it is that people understand what it is that you're offering, what it is that you stand for, who it is that you are. For me, pretty straightforward. It's digital strategy, especially in the creative world. I have friends, people in my network, and all, when they need to do something, they want to launch a new business idea, they want to launch a campaign, I'm that person that comes to my work because I am pretty clear about what it is that my personal brand can bring to your business. And that is basically largely seen in how I handle my businesses, how I run my businesses, and the businesses of my partners. So number one pillar that your personal brand needs to have is clarity. It needs to be clear what it is that you're doing, what you're able to do. Number 2 thing is consistency. Now, this is where it gets tricky. Sometimes people mistake consistency for you have to be available on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, everything. Nah. Or posting 10 times a day. That's absolutely all consistency is. Consistency is being able to show up at the promised time just enough to be found, right? So if it's posting once a week, if it's creating content once a week, if it's blog posts, if it's whatever it is that works for you, right? Doing that thing consistently, showing up at the time you say you would show up, that is what consistency actually is. So consistency is not, and not every time. For example, if you're doing YouTube video, it doesn't mean you show up with a 10-minute video the first time, the next time you have to show up with a 10-minute video as well. I mean, just showing up is enough, right? So consistency as well can be tagged as just showing up. So when you show up, that's basically consistency. Now the last pillar is authenticity. Authenticity is you. Authenticity is your uniqueness. Do not be afraid to bring in your personal values into what it is that your business is. Do not be afraid to bring in your principles. Do not be afraid to bring in the things that you personally believe in, because guess what? These are the things that people would actually gravitate to. These are the things that will make people actually want to choose you. So your values, your perspective, your way of seeing the world, these are things that people actually want to hear. So one good video that is clearly talks about what it is that you do, shows up at the right time, is authentic to you, would go a long way rather than doing lots of random things that really don't work. So one good video, one good comment here and there on publications or content or whatever it is that resonates with what it is that you're doing, right? Makes it easy for you to build a strong personal brand. But I mean, ultimately doing these things, you already have personal brand. So I put it to you that there are so many people who actually even have a personal brand without knowing they have a personal brand until they decide to, get into something and they find out that, oh, you're really good at this. Think about it. Think about that guy when you were in the university or when you were in school. That guy who is, or that lady who is good at something, who has a particular mannerism, and then when they decide to come out for class presidency or when they decide to start a business, they automatically just start doing good in it. Or when they decide to go into music or something, you see a lot of people resonate with it. That's because they have built a personal brand without them actually knowing. So they were probably very clear about what it is that they stood for. They were consistently showing up as that person, and and they were authentic to it. So let's talk about 3 mistakes that you actually make, because it's not enough to just talk about what to do. You can also talk about what not to do. So 3 mistakes that people often make when trying to build a personal brand. Number 1 is waiting. Number 2 is appealing or pleasing. Number 3 is separating personal from professional. So now, waiting until you feel ready is the enemy of progress, right? Because you actually would never really feel ready. You only can just show up at the point that you are, the way that you are, how you are. Because you will actually never be ready. There's always going to be one excuse. Excuses are always legitimate. One of my mentors said to me that excuses are like chameleons, they always change shape, they always change form. So you actually would never really feel ready enough. So it's best that you just get into it without waiting so long. The next thing is trying to appeal to everybody or trying to please everybody. You can't appeal to everybody, you can't please everybody. Everyone has their opinion on how you should do this. Everyone has an opinion on what you should be doing, where you should be showing up, how you should be showing up. So when you remember at the point you're authentic to your nature, you will not have to appeal to everybody, pleasing everybody. Number 3 is trying to separate your personality and your profession. For me, fate drives a lot of my decisions. There are certain industries that I would not work with, a certain type of clients that I would not work with. There's certain things you will not find me to, right? And I try as much as possible to, let that reflect in my job, in what I do. So your personality sometimes is what will actually draw people closer to you. So if you're trying to grow your business with a personal brand, it's important that your personality and your professionalism is evident, it's tied together. It's a conjunction between both, and it just makes you more relatable and people find it easier to resonate with you. Your personal brand is already being built, whether you're intentional about it or not. The question is, are you the one shaping it, or you're letting the environment and people shape it for you? I want to hear from you. Drop a comment. Tell me what it is that you do. Tell me what it is that you want to do. Tell me what you want to be known for, and then we can shape that narrative together. I promise you, I read every single comment and I respond to every single one of them. I look forward to hearing from you. Please, if this moved the button for you or you enjoyed what you heard today, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and I will see you on the next video. Cheers.